Hi everyone, welcome to another video. My name's Sam, and this video is all about homeschooling during Advent, Christmas, all throughout the month of December. I even dressed appropriately for this video. If you are a big fan of this movie, comment down below. I would love to know. We've already watched it. We kicked off the season watching this one, so yeah, anyway, love this. This is a new one for me this year, the sweatshirt, so pretty excited about it. But anyway, I dressed appropriately because, like I said, this video is all about how you'll be holiday schooling throughout the month of December. This is part of the Homeschool Show and Tell series. The collaboration started by Abby from Rooted and Rest and Jessica from the Waldock Way. I will link both their channels below, as well as the playlist. So we will be schooling through the month of December, but I am going to be dialing some things back and adding in a whole bunch of Advent and Christmas things, some different books, swapping some things out, art projects, all of that. So first, I'm going to talk about what we are going to be dialing back or stopping completely, at least through the month of December. So the first thing I'm going to say is that we probably aren't going to be doing any science. We are very much ahead on our science. I planned to do 2 little Hearts and Hands courses, basically, from the Good and Beautiful. We already finished Sparks and Stars, and I thought we were going to finish it more around Thanksgiving, but we actually finished it around Halloween, so we did start Wind and Waves, and so my plan is to not do any of that during December unless my kids beg for it, so high chance that we'll at least do a lesson or 2 or 3, like 1 a week, but I don't want to do any of that until after the holidays. So that's the first thing. As far as geography goes, our other group subject, we are just like so close to wrapping up South America, and then we're going to stop completely. We have, I think, 2 more days on our South America unit, and then we're going to stop. Our next unit we're going to do is Antarctica, and I do have quite I think actually 4 or 5 chapter books for Antarctica, surprisingly. I don't know how that happened, but so we may start reading those earlier, but I'm not going to start any of the Antarctica stuff until after the holidays as well. So those are our 2 group subjects, so we're going to dial it back and kind of try to stop doing them completely, like I said, after we finish South America. As far as individual subjects go, we are ahead on all of those, but I don't want to stop them completely. As far as my first grader goes, he's ahead in terms of like where I want to be at. I always mark certain milestones, check points for me to just make sure that we're on track so that we're not getting behind. He's way ahead, so we don't actually need to be doing anything with him for the month of December, but I also don't want to take the time off completely. So we are going to do some, but I'm going to do it like every other day, or math, language arts, which I realize that is how most people do it. They don't do everything every single day, which is probably how we get ahead, but we do like to do most of the individual subjects every single day. It also just keeps us moving forward and not forgetting things. So we are slowing down and just going to alternating every other day with math and language arts. So we'll see how that goes. Already we've wanted to do math every single day, so I'm not sure how much we'll be able to pull back on that, but that's what I plan to do, but I honestly, I know we're going to end up just pushing forward, at least in math, because my son really likes that. Okay, for my preschooler, she's right on par, really, with where I want to be. Maybe slightly ahead, but basically we're where I want to be with her, and we're just going to keep moving along slowly with her Good and the Beautiful preschool course. The handwriting, she's almost wrapped up part 1 of the doodles one, the preschool one. So she's probably going to wrap that up as we finish December, and right where we're supposed to be with the preschool course. So we're just going to keep doing what we're doing. I don't really want to stop with her. She does need the consistency. So yeah, that's what we're going to do with that. Now, as far as the Advent of it all goes, we will be doing extra projects and baking cookies and all those things. I'm not going to get into what we do like as a family outside of school time. You know, yes, we have an Advent wreath. That's something we do in the evenings with my husband on Sundays, of course. Things like that, family traditions. But specifically what we will be doing for Advent within our homeschool is what I'm going to talk about. So the first thing that I want to mention is that we will be pausing our other Bible, faith, catechism studies, basically. I did bring those out. We have been working through the My Little Catechism. This is from the Magnificat bookstore. Catholic Book of Bible Stories. We're going to take a pause on that as well. And we've been doing the My Weekly Prayer Companion. Again, this is from the Magnificat bookstore because we'll be doing the Advent one. And we also have the Lent one. It's purple. The Lent one is purple. So we did the Lent one last year. We didn't do this one last year because I wasn't schooling during the month of December because we had a newborn, basically. So Christmas and this whole month looked very different because we weren't doing any school, so I didn't do anything Advent related last year, essentially. Yes, so this one is a weekly one, and I've mentioned this in other videos, but, you know, it gives you week by week throughout the whole liturgical year. There's calendars in the back to make sure you're on the right week. And it's set up like this. So this is just something you do weekly. The Advent one and the Lent one is a daily one. So you do it every single day. And again, it's set up the exact same way though with this 2-page spread. We love it. So that's what we've been working through. We've only done a couple pages because we're in the first week of Advent right now. And so yes, we've been doing that. And the other thing we are doing is we are doing a little, I just whacked myself in the face, little tree with the, you know, the ornaments. We're doing the Jesse tree. So we have all the Bible readings and I have those written. I have another sheet. I didn't bring it in, but it has what you're supposed to read every single day. So we are working through that. And I did ask my kids because to me that's kind of a lot of reading, doing the tree and this one. But they said they wanted to do it and the readings have nothing to do with each other. So it's okay. And since we're not doing any of our other group subjects either, it's basically just this and then whatever we're doing with our individual subjects. So, yeah. That's basically it. We have other Advent resources here, like this book. If you are Catholic and have not heard of this book, I'm trying to get the glare off of it. This came out last year, and I loved it. I'm waiting for a Lent one to be released. This is by Catherine Bogner, and it's amazing. It has an imprimatur and all those things. So, yeah, I'll give you a, like, it goes through, I wouldn't read, there's not like a page to read every single day, but it talks about different things. The Advent season as a whole. There's one on the Jesse tree. There's, you know, the Immaculate Conception. There's like a whole section on Mary. Different saints during the month of December. St. Nicholas, St. John the Baptist, St. Lucy. Let's see. Decorations on the tree. This. when the priests wear rose. And the kids got really excited when they saw the priest wearing purple the other Sunday. So they were like, Advent has begun, finally. So they know that the rose color Sunday is coming up as well. There's some pages on the Nativity. There's a couple pages on the Advent wreath. Just a whole bunch of different things. So this is a really great resource. And as we basically come to certain days or traditions. I pull this out and we read from it. It's just like a page or two on whatever it is. So yes, this is a great resource to have. The other thing we are still continuing, I forgot to mention this, we have been working our way through this book as well. We aren't going to stop it because there are pages on different saints and holy days of obligation. Immaculate Conception has a whole page. St. Nicholas, Our Lady of Guadalupe, St. Lucy has a page, St. John the Apostle and Evangelist, Christmas Day. So we're going to work through as usual. We've been doing this all year. We're going to continue doing it. So that one is not one we are stopping. We're continuing that along with all the other additions. Now, as far as like Christmas books go, I thought about making a video on like our favorite Christmas books and, winter books, but I know that a lot of people have different, opinions on, well, we should have only religious ones, or these are just winter ones, or ones on animals, or my kids are older, or whatever. So I decided not to do that. Maybe I'll do one next year, because we do add to our Christmas collection of books every single year. But I did want to point out one in particular that I love, absolutely love this one. It's called The First Christmas Night by Keith Christopher, and I highly recommend this one because this is what I love so much about it. So every year on Christmas Eve, we read The Night Before Christmas. I'm sure a lot of people will read that one. This is the nativity story told in the poetic structure of The Night Before Christmas. And I love that. So we read the original Night Before Christmas, and then we also read this one on Christmas Eve. And I have a bunch of nativity story books, but this one I just think is really special because it's told in that tune, that phrasing. And I'm just going to read you like a page or two. So here's what it's beautiful. Illustrations are beautiful, but it goes through the whole nativity story. But here we go. 'Twas the very first Christmas when all through the town not a creature was stirring, there was not a sound. The moon shining bright in the heavens so high gave the luster of midday to the Bethlehem sky. The animals were nestled in warm cozy places with looks of contentment on each of their faces, and so on and so forth. So if you're looking for a new Christmas book, I highly recommend this one. Like I said, I just think it's really cool that it's told with that phrasing, poetic structure in mind. I don't think it's as long as the original poem, but it doesn't matter. It's very cool. So I'm going to recommend that one to you. Anyway, I have a bunch of other Christmas books. And since we've now been reading chapter books this year, that's kind of been a new thing for us. I have a couple of Christmas chapter books that we're going to read for the first time, both of which I've never read. I know this one's quite popular this year because the movie is coming out or has come out or something. There's a movie. The best Christmas pageant ever. And then this one I've had for a couple of years from The Good and the Beautiful. I don't think you can get this on their website anymore. This was like part of a Christmas box that they did, but it's called A Grandma for Christmas. It's technically a level 5 reader. So I thought we'd give this one a go too. Why not? So these are some of the chapter books we will be reading, along with any other of our huge amount of Christmas picture books that we have. I hope you enjoyed a look into what we will be doing in our homeschool for the Advent and Christmas seasons. I'm very excited. We've already started because we are in the first week of Advent right now. So anyway, yes, that's what we will be doing, and I hope you enjoyed. Let me know if you have used any of these things, if you have any book recommendations. Like I said, I didn't do a Christmas book video. Did think about it, but there are so many of those, I don't know if I'd have anything new to offer, basically. So anyway, I hope you guys have a very, very joyous Advent and a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, if you don't watch any of my other videos before the end of the year. And I will see you all in my next video real soon.